With the Brown family, there had never been an apparent depth behind the shiny TLC television shows and public appearances. But once the dramatic collapse of the family occurred, that silence was deafening. No one was talking anymore about who was residing where or who was spiritually distant from whom. This was about the daughters now. This was about safety. And at the very helm of it all stood Kody Brown, a man whose definition of fatherhood had stretched too far. One of the more subdued members of the Big Brown family was always Tony Padron. A stay-at-home dad who used to work at a bank, Tony preferred staying out of the spotlight that was always following his wife Mykelti and her brothers. But even from behind the scenes, he had seen too much. Too much. One evening when the twins were asleep safely and Mykelti was folding laundry beside him, Tony finally cracked. His voice was low initially, barely audible above the hum of the dishwasher. But the tone in his voice brought Mykelti to a screeching halt. "Your dad behaves inappropriately with the girls, and it's not right." She blinked, facing him. "Hi guys, appreciate it for tuning in again to Reality Recap. Don't forget to like this video." "What do you mean?" she snapped, her tone astringent. Tony sat up straight, his face pulled tight with tension. "The way he talks to them, the way he looks at them, the way he acts as if their bodies and their choices are his." Mykelti's mouth pressed together into a thin line. "That's something serious to say." His voice didn't tremble. "I know, and I tell them all. I've noticed the way he speaks to Isabel, the way he told me he didn't like her wearing that prom dress, the way he told me Gwendolyn was too masculine. He doesn't treat his daughters like people. To him, they're extensions of himself." It was supposed to be a night of joy. Isabel had spent months choosing her prom dress, a sleek, deep blue, with off-the-shoulder sleeves and a high slit. Christine was in tears as she watched her daughter prepare, her face alight with pride. A decade of hardship, scoliosis surgery, and separation from her father. And Isabel, at last, had an evening to glow. Kody appeared uninvited. No one had told him what time the photo shoot was. Christine had deliberately kept it from him, yet somehow he showed up anyway, likely tipped off by Robin or Aurora. When Isabel descended the stairs, she froze at the sight of him. Christine did too. Kody's lips curled into a scowl as his eyes scanned Isabel. "That dress is a little too revealing, don't you think?" Christine turned around to him. "She is beautiful," he went on. "I do not like it, watching you go like that. If Aurora was dressed like that, I would make her change." Isabel's expression darkened. The glow was gone. She smiled tightly for an instant, then tightened the shawl across her shoulders. Once the photos were arranged, she whispered to Christine and inquired if they might skip dinner at home. She said she wasn't hungry. Christine recognized better. The footage had not been meant for the public. One night, later in the evening, Tony was alone in his car and recorded a message. It was half plea, half confession. His eyes were black with exhaustion, his voice cracked. "I've kept my mouth shut long enough," he declared. "But having seen the look on Isabel's face that night, humiliated and crushed, I can't keep quiet any longer. Kody Brown does not love his daughters. He bullies them. He shames them. And I don't care if people think I'm being over the top. I saw it." He stopped recording. He never published it. He saved it. But somehow it leaked. A cloud sync. A careless touch. A borrowed phone. No one really knows how, but once it went to Reddit, it exploded. And then it went to YouTube. Kody Brown humiliates daughter on prom night. Tony Padron condemns troubling behavior. Gwendolyn validates Tony's comment. Kody has always been like that. That's when the daughters began speaking out. Gwendolyn posted a raw, unedited video. "I adore my father, but he's done some things over the years that made me feel little ashamed." Not particularly. He said I looked like a boy when I cut my hair, like that was supposed to be an insult. But what we have going on here is greater than toxic masculinity. This is about control. Isabel went live after she posted a photo of her prom dress on social media. The caption was, "This dress made me feel beautiful," until it didn't. Christine went live the following week. Her hands trembled. "This isn't bitterness," she told us. "It's about patterns. And I had to get out in order to protect my kids. I now see exactly how much damage was done." Janelle, furious but more composed now, sat with us for an interview. "He would insult what our daughters wore, how they talked, even their hair. They had to walk on eggshells." And then the ultimate jab, a joint statement by both mothers. "We stand with our daughters. We believe them. Even if it means standing against the man we once loved, we will protect them." The network imploded. Sponsors threatened to pull out, petitions circulated demanding that Kody be removed from the show. Old season clips were released by anonymous crew members, footage of Kody screaming at Savannah for wearing a crop top or insulting Truly for being sassy. A production memo surfaced. Effective immediately, Kody Brown's participation is placed under review. The series had reached a new turn. Tony and Mykelti posted a joint statement on Instagram. "Until Kody owns up fully, we can't in good conscience have our children around him. This isn't about what has happened. This is about what might happen next." Mykelti wept for hours in private, not because she did not know her husband, but because she saw it finally. All of it. Someone even took it far enough to make a comic strip, a burst of expression. It showed 5 girls hand in hand exiting a burning house with control on it. She did not speak. She did not have to. The sisters began constructing something new, some by blood, some by bond, but all with voices, no longer whispers but chorus of shouts. "He does not own us. We belong to us." Finally, as the media coverage grew, Robin opened up. In an emotional appearance on a fringe talk show, she looked broken-hearted but combative. "Kody loves his kids dearly. He's misunderstood." Her words only added fuel to the fire. Cyber sleuths uncovered old clips. Robin disrespecting Christine's daughters politely, defending Kody's authoritarianism, and praising her own children for being obedient and humble. The backlash was immediate. Ex-fans branded her an enabler. Aurora shut down all her social media accounts. News reports said Brianna quit attending her public high school. Kody responded legally. He sent TLC, Tony, and Gwendolyn cease and desist letters for defamation. Christine blinked not. Her attorney issued a countersuit statement. "Mr. Brown's actions aren't fabricated. They've been witnessed, recorded, and confirmed by more than one individual. He isn't the victim. He is the problem." There was rumors spreading that Isabel and Gwendolyn were suing, and Christine and Janelle orchestrating from behind the scenes. The ratings dropped and sponsors abandoned ship, and TLC was left with no other choice to make. No more Kody Brown. The new format, an initial title, Sister Wives Reclaimed, would focus on the daughters, their healing, and how they were building lives free of the poisonous patriarch. Christine and Janelle would be executive producers. Tony and Mykelti relocated to another state. Gwendolyn began a nonprofit to assist young women from controlling religious backgrounds. Isabel submitted her application for nursing school. Truly started therapy. The sisters weren't surviving. They were healing. And Kody? Whispers claimed he was now living by himself in a small Flagstaff house. No wives, no cameras, no power. And there was more. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is better than being dragged on social media. She spent nearly 30 years in frustration-ridden marriage with her sister wives Robin, Christine, and Mary, and her now former husband, Kody Brown. As a core matriarch of one of the family's foundational families, Janelle kept the family together and devoted her love to raising her 6 children. But when the COVID-19 pandemic swept the nation, she noticed Kody changed. Something had shifted. The love, the respect. It was gone. Janelle separated from Kody spiritually in 2022 and shifted her residence to North Carolina and purchased a farm. Along with daughter Maddie Brush and son-in-law Caleb Brush, she turned the farm into a thriving business. Simultaneously, maintaining contact with Kody just for the sake of getting her rightful portion of the Coyote Pass land in which she had originally invested, she even sent a threat of litigation against him. When Kody finally sold Coyote Pass Ranch in 2025, he was true to his word, and Janelle was left with her rightful share. Christine Brown was not so fast, though, to return to the dating scene when she dumped Kody. She met David Woolley on a dating app, and from the beginning, they just clicked. The two fell in love very quickly and eventually got engaged. Christine and David wed in October of 2023. Before they were wedded, Christine thought she would test their physical chemistry, thinking that intimacy was an important factor in a good relationship. And fortunately, their emotional and physical chemistry were good. At the same time, Janelle has not gone back into the dating world. Although she has attempted to resist being pulled back into negative speech, critics continue to pull her back into negative conversation. She's had to recently defend herself against the persistent rumors about her sexuality. On the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, she clarified through TLC, "I promise you, I'm not asexual. I swear to you." She went on to say that she feels extremely rooted, extremely sensual. "Just because I didn't want to wait in line for assembly line kisses with Kody doesn't make me asexual," she said. While Janelle is still mourning and attempting to move away from negativity, it's unfortunate that she had to battle unfounded rumors involving her sexual orientation. Following her breakup with Kody in 2022, Janelle embarked on a brand new journey in North Carolina in search of clarity and purpose. Tragedy befell her in March 2024 when she lost an adult son, Garrison Brown, a horrible incident which has had a profound effect on her life. It's not surprising that she's taking her time with dating. Janelle is taking time to grieve and wrap her head around things. She's a smart, independent woman who knows what she wants and deserves time to work out what she's going to do next, whether that's returning to polygamy or taking up monogamy like Christine and David, or indeed, Kody and Robin. For the time being, romance is not on her agenda. Janelle is more concerned with expanding her business and enjoying time with her kids. Of the original Sister Wives, Janelle has probably experienced more setbacks than any of the others after separating from Kody. In addition to emotional heartache and financial hardship, she's had to contend with issues that have affected her mental health. It isn't until recently that Janelle has been able to achieve a sense of equilibrium. In contrast to the other Sister Wives, she has gone on to start her own business. Tada Farms, upgraded her lifestyle, broadened social circles, restored faith in herself, and set clear goals for 2025. Goals that involve closing the chapter on a 30-year relationship that no longer served her. While she is doing the work to make a better life for herself, Janelle is owed the time and space she needs in deciding when, or if, she's ready to love again. She isn't required to rush. She is not in debt to anyone for sexual proof or approval of a new lover. She does not need a man to be whole. Having spent 30 years with Kody, Janelle has learned that true happiness is not in a relationship. It's in healing and self-worth. Over the course of over 19 seasons of Sister Wives, fans have witnessed Kody progressively cast aside his initial 3 wives to isolate and pamper Robyn and her 5 kids. Although Janelle and Kody used to be extremely close friends who had a strong physical connection, things turned sour in 2020. When Kody, becoming increasingly autocratic and narcissistic, tried to evict Janelle from the home she shared with their sons, Gabe and Garrison, something inside her snapped. It tore apart viewers' hearts to see so strong and independent, Janelle stifled and controlled by the man she once loved. Janelle is currently single, and most of her fans are hoping she'll get the same type of rock-solid, affirming love that Christine enjoyed with David. Fans hope she'll get back to dating and meet a man who actually loves her. But ultimately, it's Janelle's decision, and only Janelle's. Meanwhile, fans can continue to support her while she works on wellness, business growth, and emotional recovery. Leave your comments below, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more news such as this. Thank you.